zeroing the machine and you're showing to everybody at the precinct level that there are no votes inside the voting machine. So basically that's what's happening. And you print a copy of the ER. Now to wrap this up, because I understand we're taking too much time. Basically what's going to happen on election day? This is going to happen before the voters even arrive. So this is something that mostly only media and political parties and poll watchers will be witnessing. But after that, regular voters will be arriving. And what's going to happen is they're going to approach a table where the VIs are. They're going to say their names, and they're going to be located on the voters list, right? After that, they will receive their ballot inside a what is called a privacy folder, and they will be pointed out to free chairs where they can fill this out, right? Now, you might think it's one voter at a time, but it's not like that. I mean, many voters will be receiving these ballots simultaneously, and then they will be start filling out ballots while sitting down. So you can have 10 or 12 voters, depending on what how many decides to have, voting at the same time. And only when they finish here is when they will approach the voting machine and insert their votes. So the important instruction here is basically fill out the votes correctly, fill it out so that there is no doubt about what your intention as a voter is, right? Do not overvote in those contests where you have to choose more than one option, like senators or provincial board members. So if it's 5 candidates, do not vote for 6 because that particular contest will be avoided. Not all the ballot, but that particular voter. And the reason behind this is you don't want to have any room for misinterpretation of the voters' vote. So Miguel is going to show you now how after voting, the machine produces the ERs. In order to save time, I'm going to shade this ballot, right? So in this case, we go into the national side. Okay. All right. We have some pre-filled ballots here, and as Miguel is inserted them, you will see how the counter in the voting machine will increase the number of ballots read. Go ahead. So from 0, now we go to 1 ballot cast.
Meron po tayong tinatawag natin ballot cast counter dito. Nagsimula yan po sa 0. Every time we feed a ballot into the machine, that counter increments by 1.
So now I'm going to be filling out here different positions very easily. President, Vice President, party list, Senator. I will choose probably 4 senators, 1 plebiscite, then I go to the local side of the ballot and I will fill out a representative, a provincial board member, 1 major, 1 vice mayor, 1 provincial governor, 1 vice governor, and 1, 2, 3, 4 district councilors. So basically, I'm going to approach the voting machine. This will be inside the so-called privacy folder, so nobody can see this. Basically, and it's the voter himself that will introduce the vote into the voting machine, just by doing this. After that, the machine will verify the ballot and it will announce that congratulations, your vote has been registered. So far we have 4 ballot cast. Now let's say it is 6 p.m. It's closing time. No more people are standing in line, and the BI is going to close the polls. Once you close the polls, there's no possibility of going back. There's no possibility of inserting more ballots. And now is where the most beautiful part begins, because this is what really makes a difference in the life of the teachers and the BIs. Before this technology, it will take them hours to count this vote. They will go into midnight counting votes, risking their lives in many cases. And now we're going to count these votes within seconds. And within seconds, we will be able to produce up to 30 copies of this ER. Republic Act 9369 indicates who gets these copies, the media, the political parties, etc. So these copies are going to be used to make sure that the canvassing is correct. Because while you're sitting at the precinct, holding an ER in your hand, you will be able to call. Let's say you represent a political party. You will be able to call your party and say, I'm in precinct number 5, and these are the results. Are these the same results that are being published online? Because we're going to have real-time online publication of the ERs. Let's say you're a PPCRB or any other poll watch organization. You're going to be able to call, or maybe if you have internet access on your computer, you're going to be able to log in online and check that the ER that you're holding in your hand right there at the precinct is the same one that is going to be published online. No more that bias. And it's immediate possibility of making sure that no bias ever occurred. Because the ER that is produced right there at the precinct is going to be posted online. So now, Miguel, wow, what is that?